Hey everybody. So, our champagne in our May box. Here we have a Pierre Cellier. This comes from Le Mesnil-sur-Oger in Champagne, France. We'll talk about it in a second. Great story behind this bottle and great people behind this bottle as well. So Pierre Cellier is actually kind of a side mark, a side brand. So there isn't a house named Pierre Cellier. Right, the house is Philippe Gonnet. And Philippe Gonnet is a very well-known name, very well known in the Champagne region. Very well respected. Their vineyard and their home is smack in the middle of Le Mesnil-sur-Oger, which is a Grand Cru, one of the best areas in Champagne for growing grapes. It's very well known for the quality. They're surrounded by superstar vineyards where people source their grapes from. It's just a fantastic place. And this particular one is a blend of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Meunier. It is just a quintessential Champagne that if you just, I don't know, sometimes you just think Champagne. Obviously, there's a lot of varieties and styles of it, but just kind of conjure up the thought of Champagne and what a classic one may taste like, and this kind of will fit that bill for you. It's simple, it's fresh, it's got some complexity, it's got the age, it's got the brioche-ness, the toastiness, it's got the lemon, the citrus, it's just everything. Super elegant, fun to drink, very much a go-to Champagne, right? So people often ask what my favorite Champagne is. I can't give one because there's just so many. But there are some that are very up high on my list, and this would be one of them. In terms of like a go-to Champagne that you just always want to have around. It's just great. Classic Champagne. This is great with fried foods. This is great with. It's great with fish. It's great with burgers and fries. It's great with friends that come over last minute. Just open up a bottle. Sunday brunch with eggs, a frittata, chicken and waffles, or something like that. Great for that. Just leave off the orange juice, please. But also the story behind the bottle, right? So Pierre Cellier is, like I said, it's a side brand. Philippe Gonnet is the name of the house. Philippe Gonnet was the father. Pierre is the current winemaker, and his sister Chantal runs the operations and handles all the marketing and everything like that. They're a great brother-sister duo. Super nice as well. So Pierre Cellier is named after Pierre, the current winemaker. This was Philippe's son. And Cellier was Philippe's his wife's maiden name. So he just combined the names for Pierre Cellier. And the reason he made this was he was already making his wines, Philippe Gonnet, but he had a friend in the 70s who owned a restaurant and wanted a good Champagne for the restaurant, for himself. And so Philippe made basically this. And it became a hit. And everybody loved it. And so they've continued making it. And yeah, it's just an awesome Champagne to have. And they're just a great couple, brother and sister. So Chantal was in DC a while back, and I was fortunate to have lunch with her and got to learn a lot more about their story, the family, the farm. And then when I was in Champagne, Rachel was with me. We went to visit and got a chance to go have a tour, see their vineyard, and Pierre took us around and showed us everything that they had going on. Got to taste some wonderful Champagne. And then they have a couple dogs, right? So Pierre has 2 dogs, and they're good-sized dogs. My Piper is about 55, 60 pounds. Theirs are a little bigger. They were probably around 70, 80-pound dogs, if not more. And very playful, really nice. And Rachel was wearing a scarf, and one of them kind of tugged on her scarf and got it off her, and was just kind of shaking it around like a dog will do. And Rachel was okay. She doesn't mind. She's just playing with it. And then the dog turned around and took off with the scarf. Not too far, just went a short ways and jumped in the back of a van, which is apparently kind of the dog van where they hang out. And he dropped the scarf and curled up on it. So that was just kind of funny. We were kind of in the back of the van trying to get the dog to move. He didn't want to move. And then Pierre came out from what he was doing, came back out, and he was like, oh, he apologized, got the dog out, and we got the scarf back. So anyway, it's just one of those funny little stories you get when you travel around. So please, awesome Champagne, Pierre Cellier, please enjoy. Cheers.